Today is going to be a crazy video. I'm going to tell you, probably this is my biggest ever week ever since I've started reselling, and it's the biggest in sales, the biggest in profit, the biggest. I don't think I'm going to get better than this for a long time. Absolutely crazy on how much I've sold. So are you ready to see how much I've made? So if you're excited for this video, please hit that like button and subscribe if you are new. And please leave a comment down below just to say hi. In total, I have sold 39 items. That is the most I've ever sold in 1 week. And I probably could have sold more if I would have not held out on some offers and stuff like that. But 39 sales, 32 on eBay and 7 on Vinted. And absolutely 0 on Poshmark again. I'm going to try and get through this as quick as possible because I have got a lot of items to tell you. So we're going to go through the Vinted first, get them out of the way. First time I've ever picked up Birkenstock sandals and they went straight away. And on Vinted, yes, I sold them for £30 and I bought them for £5. £25 profit. Cha-ching. Next, I sold a couple of DVDs. I got loads of DVDs from my personal collection. And they sold for £3, so £3 profit. I also sold some Adidas Superstars for £15. I bought them for £3. I sold some Crocs for £13. It was in one of my videos. I bought them for like 99p. Well, I class it as a pound. Yep. So I made a £12 profit on them. Another newbie in the shoe trainer, and then Merrell. Merrell are quite popular. I've never even heard of them. I picked up a pair of hiking trainers from Barmouth when I went to the seaside for a day. I thought I'd go around a couple of charity shops. Picked them up for £4, sold them for £25. Next, I sold a Godzilla, paid £3, sold for £15. Finally, I sold a pair of Nike Mercurial Vapor AstroTurf kids football boots, a blue one. Lovely trainers. I mean, if they was my size, I'll be having them because they're lovely. I sold them for £20 and I bought them for £5. So them items cost me £21 altogether. I made in total £121. Obviously take away what the items cost, and I made £100 this week just on Vinted. Now we're on to the 32 eBay sales, and some of these are absolutely brilliant sales. Some big profits, some little profits, and actually a minus profit. So, you know, I'm not going to just show off and go, well, yeah, look at all this money I made. I'm also going to tell you that you do lose money. First of all, we sold some Clark's brown shoes. Bought these for £4.99. They are basically brand new, and I sold them for £32. Next, I sold some old lagging stock. I bought it when I was starting this reselling career of mine. Some old heritage like kitchenware. I actually took it to the car boot. It didn't sell. As soon as I came back, it sold on eBay. I sold it for £11.25. Weird. But yeah, I made an actual loss of 36p. So the next item I sold is one of many Dyson things. I sold a Dyson turbine head, large one. Picked that for £2 and I sold it for £25. I could have sold it for a lot more. Most of them seem to be selling for around £30 to £40, but I bought it for £2. I just wanted it out. I didn't want to compete with other people. You know, I bought it for £2. But if somebody's looking for one of these and sees mine for £25 and others for £40, you're going to go for mine. Next, I sold a little cheap camera. I've had it for ages. Pretty rubbish, mate. A Packitra DC44 camera. Bought it for £2, sold it for £7. Made a £3.74 profit. Good. Got rid of it. Goodbye. One of my videos that I did recently, and thank you for everybody that's watching because I think it's almost 1,000 views on it, is I have actually sold one of my Dominus Rexes, one of the large ones. Yes, somebody from Germany has bought it. It is now getting shipped over there, and they paid £45 for it. So I knocked off £5. Yeah, so a £25 profit off one. I only paid £10 for it, so nice little profit off that one. I'm really getting into Monopoly at the moment. I keep on finding these Monopoly ones, not the standard ones, the generic boring ones, but like different versions. I picked up an Alton Towers one and I thought this is going to be worth a lot of money. It wasn't as worth as much as I thought. The reason being because obviously it's got the Nemesis on it, and the Nemesis is no longer more, so it's more iconic now than it was when the Nemesis is out. I paid £3 for it and I sold it for 20. Next, I sold a Dyson DC40 rollerball. Really nice. I picked it up for £10, but it was working, but it wasn't sucking up. I found out the pipe, which was in between all the electrical gizmos and gadgets, where it's quite hard to, it's hard to get to. I haven't got the tools for that and I can't be bothered. I sold it for spares and repairs, but saying it's working. Somebody actually bought it, £43, so I made a £30 profit. So when you're thinking about buying things that don't work, look at what they are for parts, and stuff like Dyson does sell for good money. Next, I sold one of my Humax FreeSats. This is the better version. I bought a bundle of like video players and that from the auction for £6. I'm already in profit because my VHS sold for £15. So anything I sell now off that, they've got 3 more, I think, left. And yeah, this sold for £36.50. So it's basically £29 profit, pure profit. And I've still got one left of the Humax, and I think I've got a DVD player. So absolutely great find. Go to your auctions. Stuff like that doesn't fetch much money. You can pick up like a bundle of VHSs and DVD players, and if you can pick them up for a tenner and there's like 3 or 4 of them, you're going to make loads of money, especially if they're better quality ones. Another thing that you saw on one of my videos recently when I was car booting was a Chico baby backpack. I have sold that now. Literally was easy to sell. I knew as soon as I bought this, I would sell it, and I sold it within a week and a half. I sold it for £35. I did pay £10 for it, but I knew it was going to sell because of the weather. If you don't know what Tupperware is, like the OGs of like cake storage things like that. Usually plastic boxes from like the 1800s. Well, it's not the 1800s. Well, my mom knows it, so it must be around that 1800s because she's like ancient. But yeah, I picked up a couple, a large cake one and a smaller cake one. One of the people bought it, and then he saw my other one and he bought that one. So they've both gone to the same buyer. One sold for £11.50 and the other one sold for £12. I paid £2 and £3 for them. So very good little earners, and they're sort of thing where you're not going to make much money from them unless they're rarer. These are just basic clear ones, but they will sell very quickly. Something else you need to look out for at the moment is golf stuff. Golf stuff will fly out all day long. It's a season for golf, and I sold a pair of Adidas golf trainers. Literally, I only paid £3 for these, and I sold them for £25. Another little thing that I've been stumbling across recently is bowling balls. So lawn bowling balls. I picked up a pair of 4, but 2 was like one make and the other 2 was the same make but a different sort of grade. Paid £20 for these and I sold them for £83. These was on one of my videos where I bought the Alter Gleam and the Scrabble set and these bowls for like £25. So I have literally made loads of money off these bowling balls because the 2 pairs of them were very, very good. If I had all 4 of the one pair, I would have looking at £200 like minimum. Shame there wasn't, but you know what, £83 off £20 is great. Staying with the bowling balls, I actually picked up another pair for £20, thinking that they would be as good as the other ones. These wasn't as good. They were vintage ones, and there wasn't as good as quality. I literally looked up and I was gutted when I found out that they only go for £40. I paid £20 for these, so I sold them literally. I don't know if I was wrong with my estimate or nothing, but as soon as I put these on, they went for £40. So I made a £20 profit. Took these Burka kind of wellies, brand new in a box, ages ago. It was like when it was coming into spring, thinking these are going to sell quickly. There was a size like 12 or something like that. and they're really nice wellies. Only trouble is, what I didn't think about is people don't really use wellies. These are not like your ordinary standard wellies. These are more like what you do to farming and stuff like that. And I paid £10 for these. They're selling usually for about £40-50 brand new. But I only sold these for £23 because obviously the weather, you know, it's you don't need wellies this time of year. So yeah, I just wanted to get rid of them. My next sale is something I just told you about, who I bought the bowling balls off. I bought some All Gleam like soft top protector. I've sold that as well. I sold that for £20. I bought that for £5. So I made a £15 profit off that as well. Absolutely awesome. I basically sold everything except for the Scrabble set off that person. Another thing that I'm seem to be selling quite regularly at the moment is car stereos, especially the cassette ones. I messaged somebody who bought my old one. It went to Saudi Arabia because I picked up 2 more, seeing if he wanted these. He was just doing it for his own project. He absolutely loves the stereo, but I thought, well, does he want this one as well? He didn't want this one. Soon as I stopped messaging, on that day, somebody from Italy has bought a flip down Sony one, which I used to have myself or something similar. I paid £2 for it. It sold for £21, so I made an £18 profit off something untested. Weekly sales wouldn't be my weekly sales without selling something for old people. And guess what? I sold another walker. Yes, another tri walker. So this one didn't even have a bag, and I sold it for £25. I paid £2 for this. It's one of the first things when I go out to car booths that I look for now. Yes, people don't want to do all this big packaging and all that lot, but they sell. And the thing is, if you want to make money, you sometimes have to go out your comfort zone. You know, if I said to you, do you want to go and sell clothes? Like, I've got a pile of clothes there. I've finally started to list them, but they lag. You know, if they don't like the look of that piece of clothing, they're not going to have it. And there's probably more people looking for a walker than that one top you've got. That's why clothing to me is like a hit and miss. You know, yes, you can sell stuff. I've got some really nice stuff, but it just lags around. And then I put a walker on, and literally in a couple of hours, it sells. And I'll make more money off a walker than a t-shirt because you're paying roughly the same price for a t-shirt and a walker. And you cannot sell many t-shirts, which are pretty much standard t-shirts, for £25-35, can you? No. So which one you gonna do? The walkers. So next I came up to one of my biggest sales of the week, and a grand total of 22p. Yes, 22p is amazing, a massive amount. Finally got rid of the white bread bin. Follow me from the start of my videos. I used to love bread bins, and I used to love like cookie jars. I absolutely can't stand them now. Literally, cookie jars, bread bins have just died off, and no one buys them anymore. And finally, I got rid of this. I just didn't care. Somebody said, "Yeah, I'll give you £9 for it," and I went, "Yeah." And then obviously the packaging is so much on a bread bin because you got to make a bigger box for it, and then it came down to 22p after all that. So what a waste of time. Now, a cool thing that I sold, and I sold this, and I thought, you know what? When are you going to see another one of these? I sold a Star Wars coffee percolator cafeteria. Oh, I saw it and I went, that is cool. R2-D2 making coffee for you, basically. And it was the only one on eBay in the UK, which was me selling it. There was a few in America selling it for about £40. I sold mine for £30 and I paid £2. Absolutely. One thing I love about reselling is finding weird stuff. You know, you have your bread and butter stuff, but stuff like that, when have you ever going to see one of them again? Also, I sold something else that is quite vintage, and it's an Auric Hoover. Never heard of them, but they are cool looking Hoovers, like old fashioned bags, which are like material bags. Yeah, picked it up quite a while ago. I think about a month and a half ago. I thought to myself, I spent 12 quid on this and it's not going. Finally sold it for £50 and made a £29 profit. Finally, I have sold a piece of clothing on eBay, and it's a YSL shirt. I don't know what age it is. It's not new, but it's not old. It's a cuffed one, so you need the little cufflinks for it. And yeah, finally sold it. I paid £3.99 for that, and I sold it for a tenner. Clothing is weird. What's the point? A YSL top, and you can get one for 10 quid. Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird. Profit of 4 quid. This is one of my items in my video, Road to Disney World, and it's a Joe Davis vintage one-piece snooker cue. I did make more than I'm actually going to say. I sold it for £75. It cost me basically £24 with the other snooker cue. So I did make a £40 profit. Posted it through because it's such a long queue and you couldn't, posting and packaging is awkward when it's really long. It would cost about £30-40 to send a queue. So I did the selling down thing. I did what a lot of people do, is they just go through and they don't care, and they have a massive bill of not paying loads of post and packaging on these the things they sell. Well, if they keep on doing it, they're not gonna get their items sold and delivered to that person, because I actually got an email saying we're not delivering this item because it exceeds the measurements, and it will cost you an extra £10 to get it delivered. Before measuring it, the cheapest place was Every. That's why we went through Every, and it would have cost £27, I think, or £29. But I said, you know what? I'm gonna do like them lot. Just post it as a big package. £5 something, and they must be cutting down now, because I couldn't have had it delivered if I didn't have paid. So still only cost me £15, which I don't get, because it's still cheaper than what they quoted before I sent it. Weird. But £15, so I had to knock off another 10 quid. So I made £30 profit on that. Obviously, that's a £30 going into the kitty. If you haven't seen that video, go and watch that video. Obviously, it's a couple of weeks until the next video where I'll go out and pick and, see, I'll tell you what I've sold and made so far for that Florida fund. Something I haven't sold for a while is a suitcase, and I finally sold one. I've had this suitcase literally for about a month and a half, but it's just been used as like putting stuff on top of it. Never got around to actually putting it on. I wish I'd done, because as soon as I put it on, it sold. Nice big large blue one, really nice condition, keys, everything, and I sold it literally within a day or two, £35. So I made an £18 profit. Well, £18.74 exactly profit. Yeah. So maybe if you have got some suitcases and they are lagging around, get them on eBay. Maybe just lower the price down a bit, because obviously it's holiday season. People will be wanting to go away, and when you got hard shell suitcase, they are better than any other suitcase. Next, I made a profit of £7.83 on 3 espresso cups, Wittard espresso cups. Nice black and red and white stripy things. They're really nice. I've had them for a while. Somebody offered me £11, so I thought, yeah, I'll sell them. The last piece of Dyson equipment that I sold was actually on my video where I bought a Dyson, a green one, and he put it in and tested it for me. Sold that absolutely so quickly. Quality one. I think it's because it's a rarer colour. Don't see many green ones. See a lot of the yellow ones, but a green one you don't see as much. I sold that for £85. I paid £15 for it, so I got a profit of just over £55. Next is a funny one. It's another DVD. I don't know if any of you watched Cobra, Sylvester Stallone. I'm big like Arnie, Sylvester, and all them. I've got all the DVDs. But I found out that Cobra's actually worth quite a bit because it's such a rare film. Not many people know about it. I put it on eBay for £4.50. It sold. So I got a profit of £1.50, after fees and that. So yeah, it was free. Well, it wasn't free. I don't know. I don't know if I paid for it. I don't know. But yeah, it went. Also, I sold some of my dad's old crutches, like adjustable ones, when he wasn't very well. So they was free. I sold them for £15. I also sold a Monopoly wooden set, which comes in a wooden box. Very nice. For £20. I bought that for £5. So I made a £13 profit. And last, I sold a Nemesis Alton Towers mug. And my God, was this person a complete and utter, well, I'm not going to swear, but you know what I would say. I had a scammer. She's left me bad feedback because apparently the item was too big and she had to pay £2.50 to go and get the item. I sent this literally the afternoon, and then she said she got a Royal Mail thing in the morning saying they wouldn't deliver it. No way would that thing would have got there the day after in the morning. No chance. She was legitimate, saying you owe me £2.50, and I was like, you don't even know if it's me. Checked her eBay account. She's a seller. She sells lots of stuff. So I was thinking, oh, she just wants a freebie here. She's going to try and get £2.50 off me, and then I'm going to give her £2.50. So basically, I only sold it for £8. So basically, she would have bought it for just over six quid. Well, £5.50. And then she would have sold it on for more because these actually sell for a lot more, but mine had a little scratch in it, so I sold it for cheaper. Yeah. She would not shut up. She goes, I know how eBay works. I know this. I know that. And I was like, well, if eBay does agree with you, then it's wrong because you have no proof that it is even my thing. I knew she sells stuff, so she probably buys a lot of stuff off eBay. So it's probably somebody else who's obviously sent it by the wrong size packaging, or it's something she's had for a while and she puts a picture of it up saying blah blah blah, and yeah, she would not. She wouldn't like, basically she wouldn't shut up. So I said to her, okay, what you can do is go and get the thing. All right, pay for it, get a receipt with the box, because the box will have something like a sticker on it saying wrong size, £2.50 due. And then it will be the box that I sent in, because I will know the box is sent in because I know what I did to package it. And then you'll have to, put a claim in, because I can't just give you physically £2.50 without you putting a claim in anyway. She was like, oh, no, I can't be bothered. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to go and get it. And I was like, well, why are you moaning then? He goes, oh, you're going to get bad feedback now, watch this and all this. And I was like, do it, because I can give you it back. Anyway, I actually messaged eBay. They didn't do nothing. Then she left me a bad feedback. Then I rang up personally eBay. They said they'll look into it. They said, oh, we can't do nothing. Then guess what? It got delivered, because with tracking, if you're not having it tracked with second class, you still can, when you do it online, because that's what I do, you do it online and then you get a tracking number. It doesn't tell you where it is or something, but it tells you it's been delivered. The day after it had been delivered. Yeah, so it wasn't held nowhere. It wasn't in no post office somewhere. It just hadn't been delivered. I had already blocked her by then, so it's no way she can try and kiss my butt or nothing. So yeah, I got bad feedback. eBay didn't do nothing about it, and yeah, I've had 2 of them this week trying to claim stuff. Another person with a camera saying basically, oh, I took it on holiday. The lens, the clicker doesn't work when I rewind it back. And I'm thinking, well, It's 1 week until you've basically had it 3 weeks. You've just said you took it on holiday. You've probably broke it and now you want a refund. He also said he took it to a camera shop and had it checked out. So in 3 weeks, he's been on holiday. He's also then took it to a camera shop to get it checked out, which usually probably would take 2 or 3 days to have it looked at. Then he's messaged me about it, said he could get proof from them, but hasn't even put a claim in. Another person just trying to get a freebie, or he's basically broke it himself, and I'm not taking that rubbish. I know I can't do anything about it, but anyway, I'm ranting on now because it's been annoying. That it's been such a good week, and there's a couple of idiots like that trying to wreck it, and yeah, you just gotta try and not get yourself wound up about it. It is hard, and I've seen other people getting it, but yeah. Anyway, my voice is going now because I'm ranting on. But I'm going to tell you the totals because I'm looking at it's 38 minutes on it, so hopefully I can edit a lot of this out. In grand total, all the items I've told you about cost me £227. Sales before fees, I would have earned £1,027.77p. After fees, my total profit this week, just this week, £711.66p. And just to prove it, all my workings out what I do, there's all my listings. That's all the things I have sold. Yeah. So yeah, absolutely mental week. I don't know where it's came from. That is absolutely awesome for me. If I wanted to do that in my normal job, I'd have to work 2 weeks to get that money. Yeah, 2 weeks in my old job, I had to do that to get that money. And I'd have to go and do 40 hours for both the weeks. Plus, I'd have to deal with idiots who work there and basically be stressed out and, yeah, wear a stupid uniform. But, yeah, absolutely brilliant week. And if you are thinking about reselling, check out the items I sold. If you see them anywhere, pick them up because some of them, especially Dysons, you will make a lot of money. If you can get them for £15 or under, even if they're broke, you can still make about 30, 40 quid. Depends on the actual Hoover itself. But anyway, I'm going to shut up now because I've now gone to 41 minutes on this and I need to edit this. So I'm going to finish now. Thank you for watching. If you have watched it all, what was your best item? Comment down below, because if you tell me what the best item that I sold this week, I know you're an OG fan and you've watched the whole video, and that is something really, really I do appreciate. Thank you for watching again. Anyway, I'm going now. See you later. Bye-bye.